So I want to start off and give you a little background on Columbia Gas. Columbia Gas is part of NiSource. NiSource, we have utilities in 7 states that operate under the Columbia Gas or NIPSCO brand. Here in Kentucky, we serve 135,000 customers across 30 counties, mostly in central and eastern Kentucky. Our headquarters is here in Lexington, which about 50% of our customers are also here in Lexington. So, across our entire footprint, NiSource serves almost 4 million customers. The majority of them are natural gas, but we do have about 500,000 electric customers in Indiana. So, a little more about NiSource. We are just a utility company. We're not involved in any exploration or production. We're not involved in pipelines, transmitting the gas, processing it, gathering anything else. We are just a utility company committed to serving our customers with natural gas and electricity. So today I'm going to talk about natural gas innovation. Natural gas has always been a safe and reliable fuel for many years. Currently, across the United States, natural gas provides about 29% of the energy used in the country. That's looking across all sectors: residential, commercial, industrial, power generation, and transportation. Now, Kentucky's a little different, as I'm sure you're all aware. There's much more reliance on coal. So coal produces 49% of the energy used in Kentucky, and natural gas is down at 14%. So, but nationally, about 177 million customers use natural gas every day to heat their homes, warm their water, or cook their food. Recent innovations in natural gas help keep it an affordable, reliable fuel. And right now, the biggest advantage to natural gas is the pricing. Based on the current supply and pricing situation, we have prices around we haven't seen for decades, about 30-year lows, 30, 40-year lows, depending on how you want to look at it, adjusted for inflation. So it's a great source of energy right now. Looking at natural gas production, now I said we're not in that business, but it does supply all the gas that we deliver. So I do want to touch on that. Recent innovations in natural gas production, specifically horizontal drilling, have opened up vast shale plays across the United States, opening up huge resources of natural gas, where today it's estimated that we have about a 100-year domestic supply of natural gas, which is great for us. We'll be very soon a net exporter of natural gas, and actually a net exporter of energy in total because of the natural gas. So, moving on to some innovations on safety and customer experience. The natural gas system has always been it's very safe and reliable, but we have some new innovations that have really helped improve that or continue that. Natural gas is very reliable. It doesn't usually go out in storms or bad weather. The main cause that could cause gas to go out is if someone digs in or impacts our lines. So I want to take this opportunity to remind everyone to call 811 before you dig. I'd ask you to remind other people to do so also. It's the #1 way we can prevent natural gas leaks. So, some other new innovations in our monitoring of natural gas. The natural gas system is monitored from a central control facility where our gas operators can see the whole system, pressure, flow, 24/7. And they have remote shutoff valves that can isolate parts of the system in the event of emergency. So that's just one other way they help keep the gas system very safe and reliable. Another new innovation is plastic pipe. Currently, we're using plastic pipe for our service lines and a lot of main lines. This plastic pipe is much more durable, longer lasting than what it's replacing. It will be in the ground for 100 years, can reliably supplying and delivering natural gas. This will help reduce maintenance costs and other issues with gas. So it just helps keep the reliability. Along with that, natural gas utilities across the country are investing $22 billion every year to modernize and upgrade their systems. And in our footprint, in NiSource and Columbia Gas, we're investing over $1.5 billion a year to also upgrade and modernize our system. We were one of the first utilities in the country to implement a comprehensive modernization program that began almost 10 years ago. Some other new technology. The meters are now read remotely by radio signals with cars driving down the street. This has allowed for more accurate reads, much more timely reads. It's eliminated estimated reading and billing discrepancies, which was the #1 complaint customers had. Further technology could allow these meters to be read by radio signals from fixed towers, which opens up the possibility of on-demand reads at any time. There are some pilots going on. They're looking at hourly or even minute-by-minute reading of natural gas meters. That opens up providing more information to customers. They're looking at providing real-time reads to customers on websites or their smartphones. And there's one company that is looking at a pilot that they think they can determine, based on the flow of gas, what appliances are being used, and then recommend to customers energy savings based on how they see the gas flow and gas usage. So while we're not using any of that technology today, we are following the pilots to look at possibly other services we could offer our customers in the future. There's also new online and mobile technology being used by utilities. Customers can view and pay their bills online with mobile or through their smartphones. So a lot of innovation there to helping customers. With all this low price, increased supply of natural gas, more and more customers want to switch to natural gas, but the upfront cost a lot of times can be expensive. While they see the value and the energy efficiency and savings they can get with natural gas, the upfront cost can be a problem. So we're looking at ways to help customers get around that. A lot of times this could be paired up with an economic development or job creation issue, but we're looking at different ways to help customers get more gas. Some other new technology or advances in directional boring. This allows us to install new gas lines or repair lines with less digging. We don't have to trench in someone's yard, so it's less disruptive to customers and property owners. It's also a lot faster for us to install and maintain the lines. For our employees in the field, we have deployed mobile data terminals in their vehicles. This allows them to remain in contact with the office, get information and answers, process work orders a lot faster, gives them more time in the field to respond to customers and less drive time working around. So, we're also building state-of-the-art training facilities so we can train our employees so they can see what could happen in the field before it actually does. So this will create a more highly trained, more engaged workforce so they can better respond to customers. Currently, we have new training facilities that have opened in Ohio and Pennsylvania that our Kentucky employees will be using for the time being. Moving on to my favorite topic with natural gas is the technology advances. There are many new technologies or existing technologies that are coming back around and being relooked at for using natural gas. Natural gas vehicles is a great example. It's a great use for gas. They're making a comeback and growing in popularity. I know here in Kentucky, a lot of the natural gas vehicles are more buses and garbage trucks, but there are a few public fueling facilities that have opened up that should help expand that market. Nationally, we do see more and more natural gas vehicles hitting the road every day. They're more efficient, they're lower cost to operate, and they're cleaner burning, so it's a great source for natural gas. Another are fuel cells. Natural gas power fuel cells can provide backup or supplemental power. This is still work to be done on these. They're pretty pricey at this point. Not a lot's come to market, but it's a developing technology that one day we could see a lot more use through fuel cells with natural gas. Combined heat and power systems, or CHP, are another great use for gas. These use the waste heat that's generated from hot water, or from space heat to then create electricity. And they'll provide backup or supplemental electricity for a building. Most of this is on the commercial or industrial sectors, but there is some work being done right now looking at a residential CHP unit, or micro CHP, for home use. Right now we see the best or most common uses for these are on hospitals or hotels that have a year-round, very high demand for hot water. It's a great application for CHP. So, another really cool topic, absorption heat pumps. That's not really new, but it's kind of cutting-edge technology. They don't burn the gas, but they extract the energy from it, combine it with the heat they get from the air, and can heat or cool a building. They can also generate hot water. They're very extremely high efficient. Absorption heat, they can also work down below freezing temperatures, which a conventional heat pump cannot do. So it's pretty cool technology. The leading firm looking at these right now is currently in talks with some of the major furnace manufacturers, hoping to get a commercial residential unit available sometime in the near future. But they're pretty cool. And then natural gas as a renewable source of energy isn't something you hear every day, but it was mentioned, some of the biofuel. It's natural gas that comes from landfills, wastewater treatment plants, farm waste. Potentially a huge source of natural gas. It's estimated that nationwide we could see 750 BCF of natural gas coming from those sources, which would be enough to provide energy for 10 million homes per year. So a huge potential supply of natural gas. There's a limited number of them coming into our system. We do take gas from a large landfill just south of Columbus in our Ohio territory. We've had some conversations here in Kentucky, but nothing has come together into our service lines. But another great source for natural gas. So, in closing, natural gas, it's always been a safe, reliable, economic fuel to use. New technology is just making it more so. Natural gas really is a friendly complement to coal and other fuels. It works really well alongside them. We don't see it totally displacing anything. Works well with renewables. And we see natural gas working side by side with these other fuels for many years to come. New innovations have provided additional uses for natural gas. We see that continue to grow, and we just see the market continue to expand and natural gas becoming used even more so across the country. It's just plentiful and a great benefit for the economy.